Yeah. Maybe a cup holder. A cup holder? See what I mean? They also spoof some of the software will come out of them too. An excess amount of the software from which was time travel. That's kind of what it looks like. Okay, so some of the software actually spilled out of you when you got into the car, but don't worry about it. Now we're going to go and drop this off. So we're going to travel to, picture if you will, if we can just touch this and travel through time and space. Making some marks on this because it's one of our time traveler partners. It also can time travel. But we're going to time travel and listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers as we time travel through space. A good song called Strip My Mind, which is part of time travel. When you arrive there, you don't have the memory that you used to have. So things are a little different. You kind of start off a clean slate. So all the alcohol that you drank and cigarettes paid off. This one's 9.9. And we are officially in Wacka Wackaville. Wacka Wackaville is where a lot of Nazi time travelers have landed. So there's many of them, which I have abandoned the Nazi race because I time traveled and realized that Hitler was wrong. But now that I came to America, I realized that we need to get rid of the other Nazi time travelers, and they usually pose as police officers. And a lot of times they have sirens and guns and handcuffs and all the things that the Nazis love. And we have to get rid of all of them so that they can no longer time travel and hurt other people. So basically, we're peace activists that time travel through time and space. We don't believe in handcuffing anybody ever. Right, sweetie? Paul is a time traveler. He likes funnel fries, 3 rolls, SF steak, white gravy, broccoli, rice and cas, CAE, peach SWT, ceramist, beef tips, and mashed potatoes. His time traveler number is 998. He time travels every day at 5:20 p.m. and then reappears at 6:13. Picture, if you will, a man named Paul T., who likes to time travel through time and space and order at Cotton Patch. He gets all his food through a special app that helps him time travel with other time travelers. And then, gotta turn over this way, right? See if there's anybody on the right-hand side or that. You're good? You're clear? You sure you're clear?
Go, yeah, go.
Then he likes to go back to his original time and then time travel again so he can eat the same meal twice in one day. So he eats twice. He's trying to gain weight. He weighs about 184 pounds. He wants to gain about 195. Then he'll stop time travel and go back and lose some weight. Picture, if you will, time and space. A man named Paul T. Date, October 8th, 2022. The first time he time traveled and ordered from Cotton Patch. Then reappeared and time traveled again and ate the same meal twice. All so that he could have his gluttony. Now we're going to be tapping into Navajo Trail and the Navajo people and become one with time and space. Time travel right there. They do stick out. There we go. Now we're launching into it now. See, it's trying to kick in. It's all through the navigator. See, there it is. That's the time-space continuum. See, Linda? See how it goes into that area, into the nothingness? That's where the time travel is. It's all right there. We go into the nothingness, or what's called the not there. Most likely, Waze will be the first to time travel. drop point will be 6:25. 6:25. It's expecting 6:42. So we'll time travel forward in the future by how many minutes is that? 17 minutes. So 17 minutes into the future. So we're going to be 17 minutes early in the future. A right-hand turn. In many cases, time travelers are going to be on your right-hand side. So they will be over in that direction in many cases. So beware. How do you like this Strip My Mind Red Hot Chili Peppers, Linda?
Awesome.
Yeah, it's real relaxing. It'll be there exactly 7 minutes. 7 more minutes. What was your question, Linda?
When we arrive, we have to go back to the zone.
Yes.
10
After we
hours.
arrive, we'll have to return back to the zone we're in, Lanford Wilson play. After we turn back, we'll have to be in the zone. So when we are finished, or after we arrive, then we'll return to the zone. If you sneeze, I'll get it in slow motion.
No, I'm fine.
You're fine. Now we go to Lockheed, because we have to get the extra power so we can boost into time and space. It's very simple. You can do it overnight. It takes 48 hours to build the machine. Well, we already built it. This is actually one of the original prototypes of the time traveling. Kia did it, the first one. The Koreans were able to figure it out. Right. There's Lockheed. So you have to...
missed it because you weren't paying attention.
Almost doesn't count. Now, you do spin around a lot when you time travel. You kind of spin like this for a little bit. But don't worry. The G-force usually doesn't hurt that bad. You just take deep breaths. Then the software will kick in. It's got a little cushion in there. Kind of vibrates a little bit. Your stomach feels funny. Kind of swells a little bit. Then it goes back to normal. And you keep on going. Take a deep breath. Don't pass out. Remember, she passed out. It's a song by Linda. And the Cole and Linda Spivey band. Well, it's about her high school. I'm trying to get her to play it live coming up this November in a coffee shop. But she doesn't like the idea. She hasn't played live yet. It's real tricky. So gave me a tattoo right here with a pin. It's some kind of Native American tattoo. It's some kind of ritualistic kind of thing right there, you see. Makes my muscle look bigger. There's no U-turning in time travel. It's always one direction. So when you return, you don't ever U-turn ever. That's very dangerous. We have a time traveling drop-off location right here. That's 6, so it's gonna be behind it. I'll come around and get the pad to make notes about the algorithm. That seems a little bit out of place. I think the Bluetooth can still go, man. Hang on, give me a second. Okay, we should be able to hear it.
Don't forget the cross.
I never forget the cross. time traveler right there. Yep, there's a time traveler. It's passed by.
Pretty slow for a time traveler.
It's a very slow time traveler. It's got the markings of it.
But I'm disappointed.
And the generator. He has to go about 14 miles per hour and then he can time travel. How's the algorithm working out?
Great. Thank you for asking.
Just gotta figure it out. Be there in a minute. On our way.
35 minutes, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that one may have
Depends if you
been.
have to go back.
Some are, some are not.
Well, it'd be gone on an hour, so that's
But for time
12
traveling, it worked
special-
out. So we
12
got the time
special-
travel, so that was worth it.
12 special units.
We're in Wacka Wacka. Birds are the best animal when it comes to time travelers. They really know how to do it, and they understand the software and everything. They've been time traveling for years. But it's very hard to find a time traveling bird. Adam DeWoo actually found one at a baseball game in Cleveland. You'll look around, and usually it's a bird sitting by itself. It looks like a bird, but it's actually a time traveling bird sent by Satan to do information research against its enemy. So you got to be careful, because you think it's a bird. In actuality, it's a time traveling bird from the future. It's come by. Ooh, there they go. It's come by you just to get information from you. So you think, wow, that's a real bird. Nope. You got to find them though. You got to find the real birds. Most of those are real, but a few of them are time traveling birds that come from a secret organization to find out if you're an actual time traveler, because they recruit time travelers. You have to know how to do it, and you have to want to do it as well. See, I got all quiet all of a sudden? They were probably all time traveling birds. Usually we only experiment with time travel within 20 minutes in the future or 20 minutes in the past. We don't really go like really far. Like we don't go back to 1800s or the Civil War or anything. We're still experimenting with it now, but eventually we will. We're not like time travelers that are out to find out stuff about history. We're just experimenting with the whole idea of time travel. So we may go 20 minutes in the future or 20 minutes in the past and things like that. So eventually we'll do the bigger leaps where we leap to like, I don't know, 200 years in the past or maybe 2,000 years in the past and hang out with Jesus. Then we come back and give the real information about what Jesus said. One time we time traveled and Jesus was like, I mean, I didn't say any of that stuff at all. I don't even talk that way. I don't believe any of it. Feeling of G-force and the yummy tummy. Your tummy starts to feel kind of all like in Poltergeist when the lady... when the little girl slides across the, when the mom slides across the kitchen and she's like, oh, it feels real weird in your stomach and it makes your stomach feel all yummy tummy in your stomach and your tummy. That's kind of time travel. It's like, it makes you feel kind of yummy in your tummy. It makes you feel young when you're actually old. So you may feel like you're 50 years old, but you actually are 21. That's all time travel. So when you start time traveling, you start feeling like you're 19 years old. It makes you feel really young and youthful. You lose weight too. A lot of times when you reappear back from the, the algorithm and the software and everything, you come back like 50 pounds lighter. So a lot of women like to do it because they may gain a little bit of weight after childbirth. Boy, they lose it just like that in time travel.
I have calcium and magnesium. Those are just vitamins, not minerals. Remember, calcium and magnesium is a mineral, not a vitamin. I think I saw that car earlier, and there was another car looking like...
It's probably a time travel.
Yeah, earlier I saw two cars in there.
Yeah, one of them was a time travel.
Yeah, it looked like one was... I don't know how they back up backwards on this.
Oops, we got one. When you're going to be above you. 5 minutes. Don't know the mileage. Little Caesar. 10A.
10A.
Time travel about 5 minutes into the future. Ready? And 10:20 to 10A. Did some TikTok today, and TikTok got a hold of me about, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 times. So unfortunately, because of our time travel endeavors, I had to drop the TikTok. It was messing with the software. So goodbye, TikTok. But I hope you do good. Do you know if we take this exit right here? Okay, so we time traveled 5 minutes into the future, and we're gonna pick up some Little Caesars and drop it off at your doorstep. Picture a restaurant that turned into a pizza shop in the future, known as Little Caesars. What year did they open? So Linda had a Kids on the Block. Is it the New Kids? There's a time traveler right there. The New Kids on the Block time traveling party when she was how old?
10.
And how did that work out?
No, I think it was a Bigfoot pizza from Pizza Hut. But we did have a Little Caesars in Wiley.
Oh, in Wiley?
I think Little Caesars been around 36 years. We'll come back and we'll let you know.
Okay. So you did have a birthday party with Little Caesars, right?
No, I think it was Bigfoot Pizza.
Oh, it's Bigfoot Pizza?
Pizza Hut.
Oh, okay. So what
Or
happened?
it could have been Little Caesars.
So what happened at the birthday party?
I don't know. I had 4 friends show up.
So nobody showed up?
No, 4.
How many times did you pass out in high school?
I don't know. 5 or 6. I don't know.
She passed out 5 or 6 times. We wrote a song about it. It's the #1 hit on Drooble. But I haven't renewed the
Not
broadcast.
that many in high school. The first time I was 10. Probably I didn't get enough food. Daddy didn't pay child support. Mommy didn't work enough. Daddy didn't work
How much
enough.
food did you need?
I don't know. I'm a growing kid. I'm 10.
So you were 10 years old in high school?
No, I was in 4th grade.
I thought you passed out in high school.
That too. I started in 3rd grade. 3rd and 4th, and then high school.
Okay, so you passed out eventually.
Yeah. Wow. I got that wrong. Little Caesars is 63 years old.
So
Was it
there's
called Little Caesars
63 years old.
Woo! I
We
got that
time
one
traveled
totally wrong.
and figured out that Little Caesars had been in time for about 63 years. So
Founded in
picture,
Garden
if
City,
you
Michigan.
will, a Little Caesar that time traveled 63 years into the future from Roman times, and then decided to open up a restaurant, a pizza restaurant. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the pizza. Something about 63 years and time traveling Little Pizza.
All right, get your code.
Or Little Caesar, sorry, Little Caesar.
Let me come back. I need to get some.
Well, eventually, after he time traveled, he needed help. So he's doing okay, but he established the restaurant 63 years ago. He must have time traveled from Rome and then opened the restaurant. He's been a time traveler ever since, because they're all working together. All the time travelers are. Go back and check on the plutonium that we keep in the trunk. We need plutonium in order. You picked up that plutonium though, right? We need to time travel the plutonium.
Yes.
Yes. So we're gonna pick up some plutonium from some Egyptians, because they know all about time travel. The Egyptians do, and we use it for a little thing, and I'll show you what it looks like. First, we turn this on. Then we go to media. See if it stays on. Sometimes it won't always work. We go to all menu here. Then it'll show the time eventually. There it is. And that's how we do it. So if we want to do like 20 minutes in the future, we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's 10 minutes. So I'm real bad with time. So see 7. So then we do another boom, 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 boom. That's 20 minutes into the future. So then all you got to do is hit this button right here, and boom, we're good to go. There we go.
I have a Hawaiian pizza, which is normally Canadian bacon and pineapple. Thin crust. Ugh, that's cracker pizza. Don't forget the wings. And pepperoni pizza. Me personally, Little Caesars, their pepperoni's way too
So
salty.
we believe that Little Caesar was there in Rome time. It was a little guy that made these pizzas. He didn't like Rome. He didn't like what he was doing, so he time traveled 63 years into our past, and then he opened the restaurant in normal time. So how many years back, if we do 63 times, or 63 subtracted by 2022, what would that be?
1959.
1959. So he time traveled from Rome time, which is like anywhere between, we'll say like Rome 10 AD or something like that. So 10 years after Christ, or the year of our Lord, 10 AD, and then he time traveled all the way to 1953. You just said it. Oh, 59. Time traveled to 1959, which is 63 years from now, because we're in 2022. He started a restaurant, 1953.
59.
Oh, 59. Time traveled to 1959.
63 years ago.
Well, actually, he time traveled to 1953 first for a moment, and he jumped back to he jumped to 1959. And she just now time traveled. So she time traveled about 20 minutes or so into the future, and then she'll time travel back in just a minute. So that's how she time travels. She just steps out, door shuts. When I time travel, I get out that way. I have sometimes an indigestion, but I can have some pizza. But that's what happened to Little Caesar. It opened in 1959. 1959. Yes.
Let's go to the bathroom real quick, okay?
They don't have one at Little Caesar.
Yeah, that one right there.
Where?
Right there. At Saturn.
Can't you just time travel there? She's gonna go time travel in the bathroom. Probably asking yourself why the windows look like that. You know, why they're all kind of like that. Kind of. Well, when you time travel with the car can actually be covered by the software gel, which the software gel disintegrates everything and then regenerates into another time and space. And it's kind of messy because it doesn't get it all correct. So you may come back and have a little bit of acne, or maybe your nose is kind of positioned a little bit differently or something, or maybe you look differently. Could have like a chipped tooth or something. But when you return, you feel better because you get the high of time traveling. But when you return back to your original time, you look exactly the same. You look, exactly how you were before you left. I don't know why, but that's what happens when you time travel. She went to go use the restroom. This is her algorithm that she's been working on, and we're going to time travel probably about 20 more minutes from now. You never know when a time traveler is around. A lot of times you can tell by the position of the sun, because it has a big influence on time travel. And also sometimes their cars are covered with a little glaze on the windows because of the software that infuses into the material. And it'll kind of gel on the windows of the vehicle, because the time traveling juice that gets stuck on you, when you regenerate, it kind of becomes kind of speckly. So it speckles and it's kind of glittery. That's how you can tell a time traveling car. It has like a little bit of like gel on it and stuff that gets left over from the actual software. So the software gets left on the actual vehicle because it doesn't all regenerate exactly the same. But usually with the person, it works out just great. It's very hard to time travel a person and a car at the same time. Usually they have to be completely naked. See if we can get in.
Is it ready?
Yeah, it's ready. Alright, is there any reason why the 3 items are not there? There's probably a reason for that, though. There's probably a reason for that. There's a reason it's not in there. It's mesial.
It didn't get scanned.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There's a reason for everything. They're full-on time travelers. They do that kind of stuff all the time. They don't know it because they're not in the same time and space as everybody else. Don't worry about it. They can figure it out. Linda time travel 20 minutes at a time. Future. That's our time traveling pizza bag. Right there, see? Pretty fun, huh?
It's fun, yeah.